All right, guys, here is one that I picked from Exquisite Timepieces lineup that caught my attention just because I think it looks cool, but also it's got to be one of their most affordable watches in their lineup. This is the Seiko SRPH45. Here's the hang tag. Yeah, retail price $460, but you'll probably get a deal on it. Go check out the link in the description. So this is the Seiko 5 Sports Series watch. So it's the 100-meter water depth rating. It is a push-pull crown. It's just, they're mostly, dive-looking watches. They're very fun. So let's talk about the size of it real quick. In case you didn't know, there's been millions of videos of the Seiko 5 Sports, but this one's 42.6 millimeter wide, basically 42.5. Shorter lug to lug, 45.8. That's why they wear so good. Thickness, 13.8. Hardlex crystal up top and on the back, I think. 22 millimeter lug width. Bracelet tapers down to 20. This is ion coated, is not DLC, but it has the standard Seiko clasp that I actually still really like. And you have a display case back, if I can show it. There you go, made in Japan, 100 meter. It is a limited edition. It is a truly numbered limited edition. It says limited there, and on the other end it tells you the number. They did 2,000 of these. So it has the logo and everything on the back. So Bait, this isn't the first Seiko Bait collaboration. Bait is kind of like a pop culture, like fashion type outfitter. I was trying to do some research on it to see if there was like, because they have like the Bait Astro Boy, which is what this little outline is right there. That's the outline of the Bait Astro Boy's head. And he's some sort of like cartoonish looking boy, but underneath he's like a cyber or, like mechanical. And even if you look, they'll do a lot of like schematics, but like very cartoony. So you can kind of see it if you look close. The picture on Exquisite Timepieces and everywhere else I've looked at shows it way more vivid. In real life, it just looks like a gray dial with some sort of pattern on it. You have to like look in the really good light and hit the right angles, and you can kind of see it's very cartoony looking and kind of like a workshop or a schematic or something like that. But you can also see those skeletonized SKX style hands. That's partly what drew me in, that, and the fact that it's like very monochromatic looking. And the Bait logo with the lightning bolts and everything, yeah, I mean, I kind of dig it as well. But the skeleton hands sealed the deal. That's what like I really got drawn to. That, and also, this is the first time, and maybe I just haven't looked at all of them, but they kind of trimmed and did like a metal reveal all the way around on the inner bezel. And if you're a regular on the channel, that was one of the styling cues on a lot of dive watches that I started to like recognize that if I liked it, I was trying to figure out what attributes of the watch that I actually really enjoyed so I could, recreate that and look for those items. And that's one of them, is that metal ring in between the bezel and the crystal. Now, in this case, they really just kind of cheated a little bit. They just chamfered that inner edge of the bezel insert, I think, because if you look at it, it rotates with the bezel. So that's fine. It's not like part of the case or anything like that. But it's 120 click bezel. You can see it has, it's more like a 12-hour bezel. And yeah, it's a half click off. It's a real Seiko. That's the way it goes. Inside is the 4R36 movement. So it is a day date, hacks and hand winds and all that good stuff. Let's pop it on wrist, shall we? Which I guess I need to remove a couple things here. Actually nothing. I think I'm good. I mean, kind of standard affair here. I don't know that I would even wear this on the bracelet. Maybe I would. Probably would put it on a black Clockworks Republic FKM rubber strap. The bracelet is good, don't get me wrong, but I think I would rather have it on FKM rubber. But really, when you're buying this, you're buying the watch head. The bracelet is still fine, but it has the hollow end links, and it's the lower end bracelet. it works fine. It pairs with the watch totally fine. It's just, you know, whether you want it on metal or if you want to switch it up, that's entirely up to the owner. So big thanks to Exquisite Timepieces for sharing a ton of watches with me so I can share them with you, including affordable Seikos, which they have a massive Seiko inventory. The complete range of Seiko and grain Seiko, and like, you know, 59 or 58 other brands, plus their pre-owned selection. Will this thing have any lume? Seiko almost always gives us lume, right? Are those hands loomed? I doubt they loomed that chapter ring. So the hands are probably loomed with no other lume. Let's see. Shall we? Okay, was not expecting that. Somehow, they like black loomed the whole dial or something. I legit was not expecting that. That's dope. That is really cool. It's not super bright. It's not intense, but it just adds to how unique this particular watch is. Yes, there's 2,000 of them. That is still a lot of watches, but in the world of Seiko, it's just not a lot of watches. And these Seiko 5KX watches are just fun to collect. That's not fading very fast either. So I don't know, Seiko did some magic with their lume on that dial. Thanks for watching, guys. Big thanks to Exquisite. Tell them I sent you. See you on the next vid.